The RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League is on the air. RobertsTechJobs.com, your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals, proudly brings to you Season 2 of the ISL DW12 Series kickoff race live from Daytona International Speedway under the lights here at Daytona. This broadcast also being brought to you by TDA Motorsports, proudly sponsored by the Disabled American Veterans Association. DAV, an all-volunteer fleet of non-critical medical transport for America's veterans. And more information on how you can get involved, please go to DAV.org. This broadcast also being brought to you by David Llewellyn and the DHL Express, Robert Lacavara and Convergent Composites, Joe Morganti and the Lugnut Hub, Mr. Hoot Baker, and promotional consideration paid for by Motorsports Graphic Design. For all your in-sim graphical needs, you got something going through your mind, you want to see it on your race car, give Tyler Graff a call. Motorsports Graphic Designs. Well, Sam, here we are again. Sam Cooper Bennett joining me, Tony Trapasso, up in the booth tonight. DW12 Season 2 kickoff, and I'm actually excited for this new season to get underway. Well, Sam, we're back at Daytona, where it all started last season, and we crowned an inaugural season champion, and here we are again under the lights at the Daytona International Speedway, the 2.5 mile D-shaped domino, as it sometimes is called. I may have just made that up. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's exciting to be back here. I mean, I'm here in a different capacity this time around. I'm the permanent race control on Sundays now, so it's a bit difficult not to be in the car, but also very interesting to be controlling matters out on track for other people. IRO5s are a different story. I obviously still run those and had a pretty difficult race on Tuesday, but alas, I'm here tonight, and we'll see how things go.
True story. Daytona is always one of those wild card races. Actually, both plate tracks that we visit are always just straight up wild cards, because you're at the mercy of everybody around you to try to do the right thing, and if one person makes the wrong move at the right time, it'll take out, as we saw Tuesday, it'll take out 3/4 of the field in one wreck.
Oh yeah, I mean, there were some huge wrecks on Tuesday. I mean, luckily everybody got all that out of their system early on, and we had a great race on Tuesday. But yeah, those wrecks were quite big, and I got caught up in a couple of those. So yeah, I know how that feels.
Well, I did receive word from Daytona International Airport. Josh Vincent's car finally did land.
On the runway, wasn't it?
Pretty much. I don't think I've seen a car catch that much air ever. He was over top of where we're watching on the screen. We see the lights at the top of the flag stand. He cleared that. He actually, the flagger had to look up to see where Josh was.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was definitely, we talk about Mr. Toad's wild rides on occasion, but holy Christmas, I don't think I've ever seen an Indy car catch that much air.
But this is the thing, I think I might have had something to do with that, because while there was that big checkup, and while Josh was wrecking with, I can't remember who it was with, but while that wreck was happening, I got into the back of Alex, and then Alex got punted forward, and I think it just launched Alex into Josh, which caused him to lift off like he did.
Oh, no. Josh was already well above the catch fence by the time you caught Alex.
Oh, that's all right then. At least I don't have to take any responsibility for one wreck.
So a few new names joining the league tonight. Few rookies in the field, if you will. Carlos Plaza sitting atop the leaderboard right now. Call it rookie luck, if you will. Quick lap of 38.418. And, then we go back to the next rookie in the field, Chris Bouchard, currently sitting 7th quick. Tyler Vickery sitting 8th quick. And, all around them you see the usual suspects in this league.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see some new names in here. We've got multiple breakdancers on the backstretch, by the way, Tony. Yeah, it's good to see some new names out there this season. I mean, Chris Bouchard, he did a couple of race control sessions for us last season, but he's here on the track.
That would be Creighton Carter. The one I'm watching right now, that's Creighton Carter. Yeah, and Alex Green, no, that's Forrest Sparks just running into him to try to help. And there he goes, over the catch fence.
That's another representative of that team going over the catch fence.
Tyler Vickery getting missed by Forrest Sparks there. The rookie having a hard time of it there on the backstretch right at the end of the super stretch just before the chicane for the road course. People trying to help him by hitting him. There we go. That helped.
Yeah, and that just goes to show how easily this breakdancing glitch, as we call it, can be triggered. I mean, especially on tracks like this at the speeds they're going, it's very easy to trigger that glitch. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, when you have a car that was never intended to be going quite this uncorked. There's only one place in this entire sim where you can go faster than a DW12 at Daytona, and that's taking a cup car to the old Cirque du Sarthe layout at Le Mans without the chicanes, 265 miles an hour before you haul off into the turn.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of the longest straights in the world. I mean, of course, you're going to get a ton of speed out of those. But, going back to the whole rookie thing, I mean, we have got a lot of rookies out there this season. I mean, Seth Rawls and Tyler Vickery, as you already mentioned, they're both rookies on the same team, joining Ronnie Osmer in Evolution Racing. So that's going to be one to look out for with a completely new look to it. I mean, Brandon Graham representing my team, Phenomenal Motorsport. Good to see him out there tonight.
Good to see him out there. Struggling a little bit, but no help as of yet. Currently sitting 23rd quick, but Brendan's a very calculating driver. He's just kind of taking it easy. I don't think he's gotten into the draft yet, so just shaking the car down to see how it feels alone before he starts to try to mix it up. So good to see him doing that. But like we've another new name, Danny Lawson. Danny's ran with us maybe 2-3 races last season, and now is back this season. One name that does stick out to me, currently sitting 12th quick, defending DW12 Season 1 champion, Mike, the world fastest hippie, Whitaker. Running new paint schemes this season, with a new team this season. So some new things going on with Whitaker. A lot of things happening in the offseason for the world's fastest hippie, and we'll see how that helps him in his title defense this season.
Yeah, and his lap times aren't really showing that right now. I mean, he's pretty far down there, but practice is a different animal compared to the actual race itself. I mean, these are just hot laps. I mean, when it comes to the race, it comes down to fuel strategy, and as we all know, Mike knows how to play that game perfectly. So, yeah, I don't think he's worried at this point.
Absolutely, and I think if you were to get into Mike's head right now, he's probably just finding out, okay, this is how far I can take a tank of fuel, and he's back timing his race. He's doing all the high-powered gazintas right now, math for those of you who don't speak redneck, and he's figuring out, okay, I need to stop here, 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 and here. No matter what, that's where I need to stop, and I'll make it to the end.
And he's got very reliable backup this time. I mean, he's got 3 teammates out on track with him right now. Bob Lacavara, Bill Roberts, and Terry Adams. So he's got some experienced teammates there.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Bob and Terry both qualifying for the DW12 chase last season. Bill Roberts, of course, series sponsor, who we just recently found out picked up the league throughout all of 2018 as well. So thank you again, Bill, for all your support of the league. Qualifying getting ready to get underway here. So let's bring the standings up and see what we can come up with here.
I would like to point out before the lap times come in, Ronnie Osmer has been outpaced by his rookie teammates in hot lap sessions.
I'm thinking Ronnie is taking on the role of a driver coach as opposed to just all out driver for this session.
Yeah, I mean, we saw from Seth Rolls. I mean, he's pretty reliable by the way he was helping his teammate in the Iro 5s, and Tyler Vickery getting that top 10 in his first race on Tuesday as well. So he's got some pretty fiery young drivers alongside him this season. So we say he's one to watch out for this season, but I'm thinking we should look out for his whole team.
Safe bet. Definitely a safe bet there. There's the haves and have-nots as there are in any series. Two of the teams that really stick out in my mind, though, are Team Booze Brothers, where you've got Gary Front Row Bauer, Jay Anderson, David Llewellyn, who had Gary not scheduled a trip to go see his mother-in-law during last season's chases, would have had all three of them be in last season's chase. The other team that really sticks out in my mind is Team NLR. With Alex Green, Creighton Carter, Tyler Graff, Isaiah Dupree, and the rookie Nate Dean, who was in the booth for race control on Tuesday night. But with those teams in the mix, it's kind of hard to really vote against them. Brendan Graham throwing up a lap time. Dylan Lucas just edging him out, though, 0.07 of a second to the good. So Brendan may have been playing some strategy there during hot laps.
I think he's got some backup because Kevin Paskowitz just connected, and I think he's intending on racing because he stayed down in the Phenomenal Motorsport team chat. So.
I see that. So that's good to see that KP was able to make it in time. Terry Adams throwing one down, going to the top of the leaderboard. Good grief.
Knocked straight off by Tyler, Brandon Graham, and Dylan, though. That was very short-lived.
That's still a hell of a lap out of Terry.
Ray Zerka up to second as well. And oh, God, here come the Booze Brothers now.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for that. But Ray Zerka returning to the series after leaving partway through last season and then coming back for the last two races of the chase. But I think he's intending on running a full series this season, so watch out for him. He won a race last season as well. So,
yeah, and it was a shame that he couldn't run more of the season. And Brandon Graham goes to the top of the leaderboard, just blistering one with a 39.373. So the rookie might have some speed in him yet.
I might have to have words with that guy after the race.
And immediately gets knocked off by Jay Anderson again. One of the names I don't see on the board yet is Gary Front Row Bauer. Never count him out. Oh yeah, no, Gary usually waits till like the last possible second to crank off his laps, make sure he burns off as much fuel as he can, and then just blisters one. Mike Whitaker currently sitting third quick, defending DW12 series champion. Driving for Pinnacle Motorsports this season, that he is part team owners with league sponsor, and there it goes. Gary Bauer going to the top of the leaderboard. Big surprise. Team Booze Brothers 1-2 at Daytona.
Yeah, Cody Eldred representing Three Musket Beers. All three of them are there tonight after missing Tuesday's race. So good to see him up there. Brandon Graham. Let's not forget about Brandon. I mean, he knows about these cars. I mean, he does. He is one of the crew members on James Hinchcliffe's car.
Right,
So
and I think
he knows his stuff about these cars.
I think even Hinchy might. I think even Hinchy might cringe a little when Brandon shows him the footage of this race. You know, just the fact that you're hauling off in turn 3 at almost 240 miles an hour. You know, 2 and 3 wide, just Katie bar the door. And we're going to go to the drivers' meeting right now, live going on track.
Yep. Drivers' meeting?
Sorry, I was eating shrimp.
Is that what the kids are calling it this year?
Oh, beer. He is not home, so no. Hey, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. First race of the season. Really cool to see these bigger fields. Really cool to see so many returning faces for Season 3. Really, really cool to see some of the new names in here. Welcome, you guys. Hope you guys decide to compete for the remainder of the season. Got a long time coming here. So, long season, just the first race, so don't get too stressed out. Remember the nature of the beast. Remember it's Daytona. Let's be smart on these restarts. Go in the car in front of you. All the pre-race jitters should be gone from Tuesday. Now it should just be time to race. Season 2 for this league. Sorry. Other than that, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight, and let's have some fun.
All right, guys. First one of the new season, and yeah, same rules apply. No flaming, no argument of race control. Those both will incur a penalty. No scrubbing of tyres. No, we're not doing it for Dale, Chris. I will give you an EOL for that. I lost my train of thought now. Causing cautions. If you spin by yourself, that would be a normal EOL. However, if you cause a wreck and that person has to tow, then a black flag may be issued as per the new rules. Pitting in and out. Pitting off turn 4, you are able to do that because there is enough space between turn 4 and the entrance of pit road. Pit exit, I will warn you once, and I will be keeping an eye out on this, but once you exit pit road, keep off that yellow line, as if you cross that yellow line, you will be penalised with a 30-second black flag.
Remind me to stay right.
Also on the entrance of pit road, keep right. If you go left and cause a wreck, you will also be penalised for that too with a 30-second black flag. Exit onto the track out of pit road onto the back stretch. Do not cross the yellow line, as I've already just said. And other than that, just have a good race. And to the new people, just relax, have fun, and enjoy the race.
And please remember, it's 100 laps.
Penalized doesn't involve a penis, does it?
It's like a women's prison, and please remember this race is 100 laps. You cannot win it on lap 1, however you sure as hell can lose it.
The pull-up is phenomenal. Be ready when the car takes off.
All right, Sam, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to go next door into the broadcast booth. If you need me, just PM me, bud.
Will do. Have fun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just about a minute left, so if you got to use the little driver's room, I would suggest doing so now. And sit back, relax, get the popcorn ready. 100 laps in the DW12s here at the Daytona International Speedway under the lights. These cars just look amazing. So it looks like 16 cars taking time. And we are going to give you a quick field rundown here. Gary front row Bauer, no real shock there, setting quick time. 39.345, joined on the front row with his Team Booz Brothers teammate Jay Anderson. 39, where are we? 39,364. Cody Eldred from Team Three Musket Beers is going to be joined with the Team Phenomenal rookie Brendan Graham on row number 2. Row 3 goes to defending DW12 Series champion Mike Whitaker. He's joined with Ray Zirkett. The third member of Team Booze Brothers, David Llewellyn, is going to be joined with Dylan Lucas on row 4. Row 5 is going to see Team Phenomenal's Kevin Paskowitz joined with Team NLR's Isaiah Dupree. Bob Lockevar and Creighton Carter are going to make up row number 6. Row 7, Tyler Graff and Terry Adams. John Napier and Greg Truax making up row number 8. Chris Bouchard and Carlos Plaza making up row number 9. Row 10 is going to go to Seth Rawls and Dylan Moskowitz. Row 11 is Danny Lawson, Tyler Vickery. Row 12, Dominic the Irish Assassin Byrne, going to be joined with Forrest Sparks. Row 13 is Alex Green and Ronnie Osmer. Row 14 is Joe Morganti and Bill Roberts. And starting shotgun on the field, Greg Napier. So 100 laps, the scheduled distance here. Field starting to form up on pit road. As okay, so we are going to remember to do this while we still have time. This presentation is brought to you by RobertsTechJobs.com, your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, go to RobertsTechJobs.com, take a look and see what they have, and be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. So 100 laps, the scheduled distance for this one. Field still forming up here. Still a couple seconds left before Miss Grid is going to take place. Gary Bauer, Jay Anderson. Looks like Jay Anderson is? Jay Anderson is blinking. So, got a couple PH Aware, the Mighty cars right there in the top 10. So, these cars are just beautiful under the lights. But, looks like Gary Bauer being sponsored by Jack Daniels this season. Losing the Tequila Patron sponsorship, going with Jack Daniels. So, good to see that one, Gary. As the field makes its way through the 3-4 complex, Jay Anderson disappearing again. Got a feel for the rookie Brendan Graham. Cody Eldred.
Green, green, green.
And I'm not live. So Gary Bauer getting a good jump. Brendan Graham playing it kind of cool. There's a car coming out of the pits just now. Not sure what's going on there. That should not have come out of the pits just yet. That's going to be Bill Roberts. But the rest of the field, currently rocking and rolling, and Jay Anderson moving high, getting everybody out of the way. Cody Eldred eats the wall, trying to zig and zag through the blinking Jay Anderson and trying to avoid his teammate there. Not sure if that's going to affect the speed too much on the 14. As we got a 5-car breakaway, usually the usual suspects and the rookie Brendan Graham mixing it up right now. As Mike Whitaker gets past Gary Bauer going down the back straightaway. Whitaker up on point, defending series champion, currently showing the way, going to get the bonus point for leading the lap here. As the field's starting to get strung out, still a little bit of 2x2 action going on. Whitaker, Bauer, Graham, Llewellyn, Eldred. And then you're over a second back to that second pack led by Kevin Paskovich. As Bauer and Whitaker go side by side going into turn number 3. Bauer with a nose out front. And Trading Paints hates me. Whitaker leading yet another lap, showing why he is the defending DW12 Series champion. He's got the rookie Brendan Graham right in his slipstream right now. He's got the young guard behind him and has the usual suspects up high. Cody Eldred struggling right now to maintain pace. Looks like he's dropping back from that lead pack. If he loses the draft much more, he's in deep doo. As you see a little bit of damage right now on the right side of that car, Eldred's got to be just praying for a caution right now. Working lap 5 of 100. A lot of patience being shown early here. Mike Whitaker still up on point. Gary Bauer side by side with the rookie Brendan Graham. A lot of respect being shown on both sides of that one. As Bauer gets a little bit of a run, pulls up alongside of Whitaker, does not have the clear. Graham's going to tuck back in behind Whitaker, trying to avoid the dreaded arrow push, which I'm being told is not too much on this car. You're going to be looking roughly between lap 15 and 18. If this stays green, we're going to see green flag stops start to happen right around there. These cars are running about a half boat of fuel. Jeepers. Gary Bauer not happy with Graham there. Graham just coming up right in front of him. Looks like Bauer may have given him a little shove going into 3, saying, "Hey, rookie, what are you doing?" Bauer looking to make it 3 wide. Nope, ducking down under Whitaker, or ducking down behind Whitaker. As we see the first taker for a pit stop, looks like Matt Belton being the first one to go down pit road. As we continue to watch this 5-car battle, still over a second from Eldred to Paskovich. And all hell broke loose. Let's see who we've got here. Looks like Alex Green involved. Bill Roberts involved. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage, as Sam would say. Wow. Not sure what all took place there. Whatever it was, that was not Bill Roberts. That was Dylan No, who the hell was that? Bob Lacavara. So let's back that up a little bit. Let's go to a chase cam on Bob and see what took place there. Here they are working down the back straightaway. You see Alex Green on the low side there, following his teammate. That's Tyler Graff in the 77. Alex is going to appear on screen here in the orange car, and looks like Bob just didn't know he was there. Let's go back to Alex's view and see what what did take place. You see Terry Adams on the high side. Alex gets a run here coming off a 4, and it looks like Bob may have just pinched him down. So that brings out the first caution. Cody Eldred definitely happy to see that happen. As Alex looks like Bob able to limp that car back to the pits, get it fixed. Let's see if we've got any takers as the pace car picks up the field. They're working through the 3-4 complex now. Pit road should be open here. I'd be surprised if we did not see the 14 come down. Looks like Bauer's going in. Looks like the whole field's going in. So, 10 laps going to do it for just about everybody. Brad Truax staying out. So everybody except for Truax going to take it pit side and get the fresh shoes and some Sunoco Racing methanol. I'm sorry, ethanol now. So 10 laps in of 100. Mike Whitaker leading quite a few of them. Gary Bauer showing the way. It looks like the battle off pit road is won by Bauer as well. It's a 6.4 second stop to a 6.7 second stop. So apparently the Jack Daniels is helping Gary Bauer's team there. Looks like Matt Belton 4 laps down currently. And that's going to block the wave around for Belton. Bob Lacavara losing a lap when the caution came out. Going pit side there, getting told EOL to the end of the longest line with you, sir. Let's see if Belton's going to take it pit side now, because... and, yep, there he goes. So, Belton taking it pit side. And it's going to hand the lead back over to Gary Bauer. So, the usual suspects in the top 6, Gary Bauer, Mike Whitaker, David Llewellyn, Cody Eldred, Kevin Paskovich, Ray Zirkett, all previous winners on the series. And then you've got the rookie Brendan Graham, the rookie Dylan Lucas, the rookie Chris Bouchard, Ronnie Osmer, who ran just enough races last season to no longer be called a rookie, and Tyler Vickery, who is a rookie. So from 7th to 11th, you have a lot of young gunners in the series. And then probably one of the most skilled hands in all of open wheel racing, Terry Adams, currently sitting 12th. So, stop of the round. Looks like going to Joe Morganti, picking up 4 spots with a 3.6 second run. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Joe probably just took fuel on that one. So, again, a lot of new paint schemes tonight. Excuse me. So if we do get them wrong, you folks will know why. A lot going on in the silly season as the lights go out on the pace car. Bauer and Whitaker are going to bring them back to green. Llewellyn and Eldred sit in row 2. Paskowicz, Zerkit, Graham, Lucas, Osmer, and Bouchard rounding out your top 10. So a group of the usual suspects up towards the front of the field. And one thing to keep an eye on right now is you got Paskowicz in the purple Mighty car, PH the Mighty car, and Brendan Graham in the blue and white PH the Mighty car. It's going to be interesting to see how those two work together, being as Graham was one of the last-minute adds to Team PH Nominal Motorsports. So, you also have the two teammates with Gary Bauer and David Llewellyn running for Team Booze Brothers sitting up in front. Now, I would like to remind everybody that David Llewellyn is the defending winner of the RobertsTechJobs.com Elite Invitational. Just recently got his plaque in the mail for that. Picture up on the ISL Facebook page. If you have not seen it, be sure to give that a thumbs up. And for more information on how you can get involved in what you're seeing tonight, just drop a comment below in the comment section with your iRacing name, and we'll get you added to the Pro Mazda Icebreaker Series, which all the rookies that you're seeing tonight have come up through. We want to see just that you know how to handle an open wheel car, because there is a vast difference between open wheel and what we commonly refer to as the tin tops or the stock cars. And Mike Whitaker looking to duck in behind. There he goes, in behind Llewellyn, knowing that he didn't really have a snowball's chance in hell of getting a good start with Gary Front Row Bauer showing the way. So Bauer, Llewellyn, Whitaker, Paskowicz, Eldred, Zerkit, and Graham, your top 7. Dylan Lucas, a little bit asleep at the switch there. Paskowicz working his way through traffic right now, just holding that draft. Good grief. A little bit of contact there between Bauer and Whitaker as they went into turn number 3. That almost ended poorly. But no harm, no foul as we stay green and starting to see a little bit of a breakaway going. Paskowicz, the meat in the sandwich there, a little bit of contact between Paskowicz and Whitaker coming off a 2.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And not sure what just happened there. Looks like Brendan Graham losing it. Let's go to the replay here. Here's Graham getting caught on the high side, coming off a turn 2. Looks like, yep, that's exactly what happened. And does the right thing, just pinches it into the wall to keep it there. Doesn't try to play hero. Not sure who that was inside him. Let's go to the replay again. And we're going to pause it right there. And I still can't see who that is. No. Chris Bouchard. So, Bouchard watched the black and white car there on the low side, catches the apron, washes up. Graham reacting. Looks like there may have been contact. Let's go to a chase cam and see what really did happen there, as we're chasing right now with Bouchard. No contact per se, but that was definitely a first you say it, then you do it moment. And the rookie coming out on the losing end of that exchange there. Just blap, snap, see you bye. And Graham, again, doing the right thing, keeping the car just pinched as high as he possibly could, keeping it pinned against the wall to make sure he didn't come down into traffic. So a lot of, experience being shown there by Graham. Field back under caution, working lap 16 currently of 100. Bauer, Llewellyn, Whitaker, Paskowicz, Eldred, Zerkit, Lucas, Plaza, Sparks, and Truax, your top 10. And it looks like everybody from Truax back, taking it pit side. Brendan Graham winning the battle off pit road that time. So Daytona under the lights. Now I would like to remind everybody we will be taking Labor Day weekend off. So we will be at Vegas this coming Tuesday. However, we will be taking next weekend and the entire following week off due to Labor Day and Week 13 for all the shenaniganry that goes on during Week 13 with the iRacing servers. The competition committee decided this season to, just say no and and if I'm not hallucinating, that looks like a Mopar logo on Mike Whitaker's car. Of course, I've been known to hallucinate before, and especially looking at Whitaker's car. That is not a Mopar logo. I'm not sure what logo that is, but I like it. I was going to say, for a minute there, I thought I was the only one that did crazy shenaniganry like that. So again, if you would like more information on how you can get involved with what you're seeing tonight, just drop a comment in the comment section below with your iRacing name, and we'll get you added to the Icebreaker Pro Mazda Series, which runs on Thursday nights. Again, it's just a way to get you used to the way that we operate in the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League, and get you used to the way open wheel cars work and react on oval tracks, because it is a whole lot different than it is in the cars with fenders on them. You can bump fenders and bump draft and hammer on each other in the tin tops, but not so much in these. So would like to point out that anybody you're seeing right now with a rookie tag, for example, Tyler Vickery, Ronnie Osmer, Seth Rawls, Danny Lawson, Brendan Graham, Chris Bouchard, all have been called up from the Pro Mazda Series. As the lights do go out on the pace car. Gary Bauer, David Llewellyn going to be leading them back to green. Mike Whitaker, Kevin Paskowitz, Cody Eldred, Ray Zirkett, Dylan Lucas, Carlos Plaza, Forrest Sparks, and Brad Truax rounding out your top 10. And tonight's Heartburn brought to you by University Subs of Syracuse. For all the heartburn you can stand. Currently working lap 18 of 100. Waiting to see if we're going to be joined by anyone this evening. Sam Cooper Bennett on race control, Tony Trapasso here on the broadcast as they work their way out of the 3-4 complex. Pace car getting ready to duck on off. Now remember, when that pace car does clear that second yellow line, we will be green whether you want to or not. So
Green, green. green.
That's how quick it happens. Gary Bauer waiting on it before he jumps on it. David Llewellyn mildly asleep at the switch. And 4-car breakaway starting to form up at the front. Getting in line quickly. It's Paskowicz with a hell of a run from his number 4 starting spot. Gives David Llewellyn a little bit of an arrow shove, getting him up to the point. Llewellyn gets the clear as they go into 3. Bauer and Paskowicz touch. Paskowicz trying to save it. Able to keep it under control. Ducks back down, gets in line. No harm, no foul. Good grief, that was a scary moment. And we've got a car making a break for the pits. Who is that? Carlos Plaza. And it looks like Dylan Moskowitz already in the pits. And that 4-car breakaway starting to really stretch its legs right now. Over a second from 4th place Mike Whitaker to 5th place Ray Zerkett right now. And the gap is growing. 4 of the usual suspects currently showing the way right now. David Llewellyn up on point. His teammate Gary Bauer sits in second. Paskowicz and Whitaker, 2 men on lonely islands by themselves right now. No teammates to help within striking distance. So if they're going to get anything done, they're going to have to work together. However, with it being only lap 21 of 100, I dare say that Paskowicz and Whitaker are probably just in fuel save mode right now, trying to stay within striking distance, trying to stay within that lead pack, and just not do anything crazy. It's been a real turbulent weekend for Paskowicz and his entire family. Would like to, give a would like to give a brief thank you to all the rescue workers currently working in the hurricane-struck areas of the southeast of the U.S. And for those who have not been found yet, thoughts and prayers go out from the entire ISL to all the families of the missing. Paskowicz's grandparents were found. They are safe. We do have a couple other racers. Matter of fact, John and Greg Napier in part of the storm. They are currently safe. They are both currently on the track right now. So, that's something to be happy for. But millions upon millions of dollars worth of damage happening because of the storm. So for more information on how you can help, go to hurricanerelief.org and, pledge what you can. As we're watching the battle heat up for second, Paskowicz trying to fit. Whoa! Not sure what took place there. Why there's no caution, I have no idea. And we're going to go back to... wow. What on earth did happen there? We're going to go to a chase view of Gary Bauer. And we're going to back that up. Here they are coming down the back straightaway. Paskowicz gets a run on the high side. Bauer leaves an opening. And then closes it. And just catches his teammate. Catches the apron and then catches his teammate. So Paskowicz currently up 2 points. That's just... wow. Not even really sure what took place there as... here we are seeing him go through turn 3 again. And you see Bauer leave the opening. Paskowicz can't get down quick enough. The opening closes. Bauer catches the apron and then catches David Llewellyn. And Llewellyn eats the inside pit wall. So Paskowicz right now out there by himself, and a group of hungry drivers screaming down on him. They are gaining. Make no bones about it. They are gaining. Zerkit currently sitting in second place. We're going to go to that second pack. You got Zerkit, Ronnie Osmer. Seems weird to see Ronnie Osmer in a blue car, or a red car, but okay. So Zerkit, Osmer, Whitaker, and Bauer rounding out your top 5. Then Tyler Graff, Tyler Vickery, Joe Morganti, the Irish Assassin, Dominic Byrne, and Isaiah Dupree rounding out your top 10. Currently working lap 28 of 100. And they have a run on Paskowicz. And that is what 4 miles an hour difference looks like. As Paskowicz taking it pit side, 18 laps on his stint. He's kind of got no choice. Taking it in for fuel. Excuse me. He's going to hand the lead over to Ray Zerkit. Currently 19 laps into his stint. Ronnie Osmer with 14. Tyler Graff. And Tyler Graff with 13. Mike Whitaker with 19. Tyler Vickery with 13. Alex Green, Dominic Byrne, Isaiah Dupree, Seth Rawls, and Forrest Sparks. Seth Rawls with 13. All those guys with 13. Forrest Sparks on 19. And it looks like Whitaker coming pit side this time. Zerkit going with him. Forrest Sparks, here comes Daredevil. Good grief, Forrest. Get it locked down. So that almost ended very poorly. Sparks into his stall. That looks like Danny Lawson getting some pit work done. Ronnie Osmer showing the way. Isaiah Dupree, Tyler Graff, Alex Green, and Tyler Vickery, and Seth Rawls. Rawls taking it pit side. As we see Danny Lawson trying to get back up to speed now. Osmer, Graff, Dupree, Green, and Vickery. Your 5-car breakaway right now. It's over a second to Chris Bouchard right now. And it looks like Alex Green taking it pit side. Tyler Graff going pit side. John Napier, Greg Napier going pit side. Creighton Carter, Bill Roberts. Osmer, Dupree, and Vickery looks like they may be coming soon. And that's what soon looks like, folks. And there's contact. Isaiah Dupree spins Ronnie Osmer coming onto pit road. Dominic Byrne having nowhere to go. Actually collects Isaiah Dupree again. Oh, what a calamity. Let's watch that again. So here they are. Boom. Dupree just locks it up. And Dominic Byrne, safe. Not so much. Actually collects the side pod of Dupree. That hands the lead of the race over to Chris Bouchard. And there's Graf and Green, and they are closing quickly on Bouchard. And that's Bouchard in front of them. And they're almost 10 miles an hour to the good as far as speed. Alex Green trying to stay off of his teammate, trying to stay in the draft, though. Still almost 10 miles an hour to the good. And Bouchard's fighting back. You see Paskowicz trying to get back up in the mix, though. As Graf on the high side, Bouchard on the low side. Graf with help from Green. That almost ended poorly. Graf, Green, and Bouchard. They finally get the clear of Bouchard. He's dropping into third. So that hands the lead back over to Tyler Graf. Has his teammate directly behind him. And that second pack is gaining. The only thing is, what's about to happen, because Kevin Paskowicz has Gary Bauer right on his transmission tunnel. And there's no love lost between those two. It looks like Bauer is pushing Paskowicz right now. What's that old saying go? Okay, we're receiving word from race control that incident on pit road is in the 53. And all hell's breaking loose. Alex Green going down pit road. I don't know what I just missed. And being told right now from race control, wow, this is ugly. This is very ugly. Kevin Paskowicz leading that lap at the stripe. 2 thousandths of a second. And this is really heating up right now. And there it goes.
Yellow flag is out.
Wow. Let's see what happened there. Yellow flag comes out. Gary Bauer's going on a Mr. Toads. They're 3 wide coming through turn 3. And it looked like Bauer just came up. That's very uncharacteristic of the driver of the 27. Let's see that again. Gets a run on the rookie. Goes to the high side. Has room, but just came to the right. And Seth Rawls, having nowhere to go, eats the wall with him. Wow. So what we initially suspected being confirmed by race control, it was the first thing. That was the first thing Sam did, was go to the chase view. He went to it before I even did. I'm thinking something must have broke on the 27, because Gary normally doesn't do crazy things like that. As we're watching the leaders take it down pit road, Graf, Paskowicz, Rawls having to pit because you look at the right side of that car and it's pancaked. Ray Zerkett staying out. Cody Eldred staying out, I'm sorry. Terry Adams going to be getting the wave on this one. So Brendan Graham looks like he's getting the lucky dog. That's going to put him back on the lead lap. And Tyler Graff winning the battle off pit road. Seth Rawls, a crew able to get that damage fixed relatively quickly. Ray Zirkett coming out in 4th. Excuse me, Pasquich in 5th. Chris Bouchard coming out in 6th. Mike Whitaker 7th. Napier 8th. Alex Green in 9th. And Forrest Sparks in 10th. So, a lot of action early on here at Daytona International Speedway. Would like to take this quick moment to remind you that you are watching a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League. RobertsTechJobs.com, your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals, is proud to bring you the Indy Speedway League, the remainder of the 2017 year and all of 2018. They have signed on to as series sponsors, so thank you again, Bill Roberts, for that. RobertsTechJobs.com, your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, go to RobertsTechJobs.com and be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. And if you would like more information on how you can get involved in the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League, just drop a comment below with your iRacing screen name, and we will get you added to the Thursday night Pro Mazda Icebreaker Series, where all new drivers go when they come into the league, just to make sure that you're not going to drive like a pillock, as Sam would say. It's basically just to make sure that everybody coming in understands that, yes, these are open wheel cars, not fendered stock cars. And I'm being told that there was contact after the caution came out. So we are going to... we're going to wait for Sam to give us a... Well, let's see what took place here. We're going to find Dominic Byrne, and we're going to back this one up. That should do it there. Let's back it up there. Let's back it up there. These cautions are too long. I think I may have missed it. We are quite a ways back, so the field's starting to form up, and I would like to apologize to race control. Sorry, I'm at no help right now. I don't know what took place after the caution came out, so because unfortunately I don't have that that control on here. But Tyler Greff, Seth Rawls up on the point. Ray Zirkett, Kevin Pasquich starting row number 2. Mike Whitaker, Chris Bouchard, Alex Green, Greg Napier, Dom Byrne, Forrest Sparks, and Brad Truax rounding out your top 10 as we are currently 60 to go. Working lap 41 of 100. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. These cars just look amazing under the lights at Daytona here. Pace car getting ready to make that hard left turn. We will be back underway as soon as it does.
Green flag, green flag.
And Seth Rawls asleep at the switch. Almost gets run over by Kevin Pasquich. Pasquich doing an amazing job to stay off of him. The entire outside line doing a great job. A little bit of a stack up, though. A couple positions lost, but still plenty of time left in this one. Tyler Graff getting a great jump. Ray Zirkett, Chris Bouchard right with him. Here comes Greg Napier and Seth Rawls finally getting sorted out. Alex Green on the high side working on Rawls right now. That's your battle for 5th. And you got Kevin Pasquich and Forrest Sparks in that battle as well. And cautions breed cautions, they always say. Bill Roberts involved in that one. Let's take a look and see what happened here. They are going into turn 3. Roberts on the low side. Looks like Osmer on the high side. And okay, so we were looking in the wrong place as, wow, somebody... That looks like both Evolution Motorsports cars just going on Mr. Toads as David Llewellyn gets into Dominic Burns. Yes, that is both Evolution Motorsports cars just going airborne. And Dominic Burns taking it to the hauler. Actually, that was not Evolution Motorsports. Who was that? My guess would be... No? Who's that inside Brendan Graham? That's Ronnie Osmer. There's Isaiah Dupree, so it's not him. Not Cody Eldred. Who on earth was that? Not Terry Adams. Not Matthew Belton. John Napier. Let's see what happened with John. Wow. I've not seen Indy cars catch as much air ever as they have been here. So as Napier and the 24 are the 2 red cars we saw going for a ride. That would be Tyler Vickery. Let's back that up again. There we see Napier already collecting there. It was Napier running side by side with Bill Roberts and just nowhere to go. Just uses David Llewellyn as a ramp. So let's go to a chase cam on Llewellyn and see what happened there. Dominic Byrne just comes right down in front of him, gets collected by Bob Lacavara. Oh, it was Dominic Byrne he used as a ramp. Let's back that up again here. You see Byrne on the high side. The pull-up in these cars is just insane. And Byrne probably had to lift to stay off the car in front of him, and David just nowhere to go. Just along for the ride at that point. So, David Llewellyn, bad luck twice tonight. But able to keep it on the lead lap, and that's all it really takes with these cars. If you're on the lead lap, you've got a shot. Especially at a place like here. So Tyler Graff currently showing the way. Ray Zirkett sitting in 2nd. Chris Bouchard 3rd. Greg Napier 4th. Seth Rawls 5th. Alex Green currently sitting 6th. Kevin Pasquich 7th. Forrest Sparks 8th. Creighton Carter 9th. And the world's fastest hippie, defending DW12 Series champion, Excuse me. So, defending DW12 Series champion Mike Whitaker currently rounding out your top 10. This is one of those tracks. We've spoken to Whitaker before. This is one of those tracks he just tries to survive. We're currently working lap 45 of 100. Currently in the top 10. Currently on the lead lap. That's about all you can ask for at a place like Talladega or Daytona. Let's see if we've got any takers coming down pit road this time. Looks like nobody. So from 13th up, Gary Bauer currently running 13th. From him forward, nobody came down pit road. Everybody behind them did come down pit road. As the lights go out on the pace car. Graf, Zerkit, Bouchard, Napier. That's Greg Napier. We just saw his father, John, go on a wild ride. Sitting in fourth, Seth Rawls, Alex Green, Kevin Paskowicz, Forrest Sparks, Creighton Carter, and Mike Whitaker rounding out the top 10. As we will be going back green with 54 to go here in the DW12 season opener at the Daytona International Speedway under the lights. Antonio Trapasso up in the broadcast booth, joined with my normal partner in crime, Sam Cooper Bennett, over on race control. So something to keep in mind there, that basically you have two assholes in control tonight. So cheers, Sam. Sam's giving me the finger. Great. Thanks, buddy. Pace car getting ready to tuck on.
Green, green, green.
You're down the wrong hatch. As Tyler Graf gets a good jump. Gray Zerkit getting a great jump on the high side. Chris Bouchard working for searching for some real estate. Seth Rawls working the high side right now, as is Kevin Paskowicz and Alex Green. My spidey senses are tingling, because anytime Green and Paskowicz have gotten near each other on the track in the last two seasons, it's ended poorly. So Paskowicz right on the transmission tunnel of the rookie Seth Rawls. Graf continuing to show the way, hugging that low line like he would his girlfriend. Paskowicz doing everything he can to stay off of Ray Zerkit right now. Everybody trying to give each other room, knowing that there's still half a race left to run. Rawls with a nose out front coming through three, could not get to clear. Here comes Graf back on the inside. Side by side coming out of turn number 4. Give that one to Graf. He's got the preferred line around here right now. Currently 10 laps into their fuel stint. Let's see what happens when we get to green flag stops and who's going to go with whom. And that's Alex Green and Joe Morganti mixing it up back there. 3 wide going into turn number 3 almost. That could have ended very poorly. Tyler Graf continuing to show the way. Seth Rawls still trying to work that high side as we're following along with, there's Alex Green trying to get that high side to work. That's Paskowicz, Green, and Greg Napier on the high side trying to get that line to get going. They're going to need some more help. Here comes Chris Bouchard. Nope, Bouchard, ducks down low. Paskowicz to the inside of Rawls just left the rookie hanging. And there goes the 28. And we stay green. Not sure exactly what happened there. Let's go to the replay. Looks like Bouchard may have just lost it coming off of 4. There is a bump there. See Bouchard in the black and white car on the low side right now. Maybe there was contact with him and Morganti? Maybe? Let's take a look. Here we are doing a chase cam. And no, there was contact. So we stay green, and I know there's a lot of guys right now just begging for a caution. We're back live with the race for the lead right now. That's Greg Napier on the high side. He's got Gary Bauer with him. And they are not giving Paskowicz much room at all. Trying to pull the rookie's chain too. Seth Rawls just touching the apron, getting a little bit of wiggle there. We are about to see another round of green flag stops, boys and girls. As Greg Napier makes a bid for the lead right now. The youngster out of Texas doing it to it. Got Gary Bauer pushing him. Let's see what happens down the back straightaway here. Bauer's actually going to push him. Going to try to. Does not have the clear going into 3 as Graf and Paskowicz catches the apron. Almost kills everybody. Graf, Napier, Paskowicz, Bauer, Sparks, Rawls, Plaza, Zerkit, Osmer, and Green, your top 10 right now. And this battle up front is just getting intense. As we are going to be 45 to go this time across the stripe. Again, another round of green flag stops getting ready to happen. So it's going to be interesting, again, to see whom goes with whom. Tyler Graf protecting that low line. Trying to play both halves against the middle, coming through the tri-oval. Pushes Greg Napier up a little bit, killing Napier's momentum. Paskowicz trying to side draft with Napier, getting a decent run down the back straightaway. They may have touched coming out of 2, though. I almost got to think KP would be happy right now just to get out of here with a good, strong finish. And Bauer's going to be the first one to take it pit side. Bauer going pit side. Dylan Lucas, Brad Truax, Danny Lawson, all 3 going pit side. As this battle starts to intensify, Ronnie Osmer side by side with Greg Napier now. Osmer got his teammate Seth Rawls right behind him. As Osmer goes to the high side. More takers going down pit road. Paskowicz just bombs it. How the hell did he get that slowed down in time? Wow. Paskowicz, a man on a mission right now. How he didn't get popped for speeding, I'll never know. Or did he? Let's find out. He did not. Paskowicz did not get popped for speeding. Wow. That was the pit entry to end all pit entries right there. As Osmer and Plaza just trying to put some distance right now, trying to run as many laps as they can, nose to tail, to build up whatever they can for a lead. Whitaker and Zerkett taking it pit side. Plaza, Osmer, Llewellyn, Dupree, Eldred, Lacavara, Graham, Vickery, Whitaker in the pits, Zerkett in the pits. That's your top 10 right now. Paskowicz up to speed, Graf up to speed. As we see more takers bringing it down pit side. Llewellyn, Lacavara, Dupree, Graham all going pit side. As Osmer, Plaza, Osmer, and Eldred all staying out right now. Tyler Vickery, 2.8 seconds back off of these guys, currently sits in 4th. Brendan Graham taking it pit side. That's going to hand 5th back over to David Llewellyn, still trying to get back up to speed. And Paskowicz is hauling. Paskowicz up to 5th. Here come the leaders. Everyone smoking the tires coming into the pits. Paskowicz with no help right now. Currently working his way out of turn 4. Osmer going into 1. There's Paskowicz coming through the tri-oval. Oh, business just picked up, kids. Osmer showing the way. Plaza sitting in 2nd. Paskowicz in 3rd. There's Paskowicz right side by side with Plaza. And goes by him. Doesn't get the clear yet, though. Now has the clear. Now sets his sights on Osmer. Don't count out Eldred. We are 40 to go. Ronnie Osmer showing the way. Kevin Paskowicz reeling him in 2nd right now. $3 miles an hour the difference right now between Paskowicz and Osmer. Paskowicz with the drafting help. They are reeling Osmer in. Osmer's basically a sitting duck at this point. The youngster out of Georgia, just straight up a sitting duck.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And what happened? Let's see who that was. Dylan Lucas. Missing his nose, pointing the wrong way in turn 3. Wow. What happened there? Let's back that up a little bit more. You see Green on the inside, Lucas on the high side. It's Greg Napier taking a dive in, and there's contact. And that was just bull in a china shop. You know, Dylan Lucas just on the high side, and Greg Napier just arrow push got him and just headlong Dylan Lucas into the wall. I know I say this at least once a race, but thank God this is a simulator because, you know, the last thing that would have gone through Dylan Lucas's mind had that been a real crash would have been the air intake manifold of that engine. So, I'm waiting on race control for the call right now. As Osmer takes it pit side. Paskowicz staying out. It'll be 35 to go. Sorry, 36 to go currently. Be 35 next time across the stripe. So we're looking at least 2 more stops. If they stop now, they'd only have to make 1 more stop because we can see 18 laps out of a tank of fuel. So I'm thinking Osmer's playing pit strategy right now, knowing that he's only got to stop once from here, and then going to gamble on track position, which we've seen him do before. Paskowicz staying out, doing his own thing, setting his own, you know, quirk, if you will. Let's see what takes place here as they work their way through the 3-4 complex to see if Paskowicz comes in for fuel and or tires. Might try to double stint under green, just take fuel here and then double stint it, but only time will tell. And Paskowicz stays out. And I'm being told that Greg Napier going to have to serve a penalty because the 17 had to tow. Napier has to sit in the pits the same amount of time that the 17 does. So as long as Dylan Lucas and the 28 is being given an EOL for causing a pit road melee, which apparently I didn't see. So lots of action going on here. Currently 35 laps to go. Paskowicz showing the way. Plaza, Lacavara, Eldred, Osmer, Graff, Bauer, Green, Zerkit, and defending series champion Mike Whitaker rounding out your top 10 as we currently sit. $22 cars on the lead lap, going to be 21 when Napier has to serve his penalty. So still a decent number of cars left on the lead lap here at the Daytona International Speedway. And again, you are watching a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League. Probably brought to you by RobertsTechJobs.com, your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions. Temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, go to RobertsTechJobs.com and be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. Again, we cannot thank Bill Roberts and RobertsTechJobs.com enough for agreeing to sign on for the remainder of the 2017 season and all of 2018. So again, thank you, Bill Roberts, for all that you do for the league. It is greatly appreciated. Currently working lap 67 of 100. And let's go to the fall schedule and see if it appears any better this time. We will be doing Vegas next. So from one of the biggest tracks on the circuit to one of the fastest tracks on the circuit, as pace car has its lights out now, field's starting to form up. Paskowitz, Plaza, Eldred, Lacavara, Graf, Osmer, Green, Bauer, Whitaker, and Zerkett, your top 10. It's going to be interesting to see how fuel strategies play out from here. Paskowitz currently working lap 9 of his stint. Eldred currently working lap 2. No, that doesn't sound right. But I've been known to be wrong before. Bob Lacavara currently working lap 7. Carlos Plaza working lap 6. Looks like everybody else came down pit road that time. So Ronnie Osmer back up into 6th. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when and or if he can catch Kevin Paskowitz. As those two had a hell of a battle going on before the caution came out. Pace car's
Green,
in.
green,
We are
green.
back under green, and Paskowitz just pulls the trigger and just hammers on it. Might have gotten out to almost too much of a lead. Depending on what Plaza does here coming through the 1-2 complex, Paskowitz might be in trouble. And they are going to catch him, and this is what 6 miles an hour looks like. Lacavara to the high side. Got Cody Eldred right behind him. Plaza got to Paskowitz and lifted, which killed all of his momentum. So Paskowitz able to hang on to the lead. Lacavara fighting hard on the high side. Paskowitz with the low line, playing both halves against the middle through the middle of 1 and 2. Then drops back down to protect that low side. Paskowitz, Lacavara, Plaza, Graf, Eldred, Green, Osmer, Bauer, Whitaker, and Zerkett, your top 10 as we are quickly approaching 30 to go. Not there yet, but almost. Graf to the inside of Lacavara. And Bob Lacavara just hung out to dry right now on that high side. Cody Eldred jumping up to try to take the point. Lacavara still losing a lot of momentum. And being told that the 28 is getting a black flag for passing before the start-finish line. And there it goes.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Looks like Brendan Graham caught up in that one. Cody Eldred may have been caught up in that one. Not sure who's upside down right now. That's Gary Bauer. Let's go to the replay. You see Bauer there on the high side. Alex Green in the middle, not really given room. Pushes Bauer up into the wall. Good grief. Graham nowhere to go. Rawls nowhere to go. Just a lot of good cars caught up in that one. So let's go to a chase. Here they are coming down the back straightaway. Alex Green trying to go with his teammate. And there's a little bit of contact there, and that's how quickly it happens. Good grief. You see Gary Bauer there on the high side. There's Alex on doing the death wiggle and just does not give any room. Jeepers. Happy belated birthday, Gary. Good grief, that was ugly. But it's getting near go time, and these guys are fighting for it. Seth Rawls still on pit road. And it looks like Paskowicz went pit side that time. Graf went pit side that time. Basically everybody except the top three. Cody Eldred, Ronnie Osmer, Tyler Vickery staying out. And there you see those three right there. 7, 8, and 7 on their current stints as they sit. And for anybody that says Cody Eldred is not a dedicated gamer, I would like to point out that he ran round 1 of last season's chase. Round 1 of last season's chase from a McDonald's on vacation. They of course made him buy food, but let him use the Wi-Fi in the McDonald's. So that's how dedicated Cody was to at least get show-up points. So Eldred, Osmer, Vickery, Paskowicz, Graf, Whitaker, Llewellyn, Lacavara, Truax, Sparks. That's your top 10. And 21 cars left on the lead lap. Brendan Graham, who was caught up in that mess, being scored the last car on the lead lap. As the field works its way down the back straightaway. Would like to remind everybody we will be live this Tuesday from Las Vegas Motor Speedway in lovely Las Vegas, Nevada, the iRacing version with the IRO5 Round 2 of Season 3 of the IRO5. And then we will be taking Labor Day and Week 13 off, so roughly 14 days without racing, give or take. Because of all the shenaniganry that is bound to happen with all of the great updates that iRacing is going to be giving us. New flags, new dirt track, new dirt car, and that usually gets released roughly the same day that we're going to be racing. So yeah, no, we're taking week 13 off. As lights go out on the pace car. Eldred and Osmer up on point right now. 16 to go when we go back to green. They're currently working lap 74 of 100. Eldred, Osmer, Vickery, Paskowicz, Graf, Whitaker, Llewellyn, Lacavara, Truax, and Sparks, your top 10. So good rebound for David Llewellyn. Troubles, 2 dumpster fires that he was caught up in that were no fault of his own. Currently sitting in the top 10, so good rebound for David. Mike Whitaker, currently sitting in the top 10. Good opening race for the defending DW12 Series champion. He's got IRO 5 Series champion Tyler Graf starting right next to him. So those two showing why they are currently wearing the crowns. Sitting 5th and 6th, respectively. Pace car getting ready to duck on off, and here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Cody Eldred hesitating just a little bit, doesn't want to get that monster jump like we saw Paskowicz get. Wants to try to keep Osmer with him long enough to not be able to do much when he gets to him. Paskowicz being hung out to dry on the high side right now on the restart. No drafting help. It's going to slot back in 6th, it looks like. As Graf trying to work the high side right now. High side of Whitaker. Everybody's starting to get strung out a little bit. Llewellyn going up to the high side. Very unnatural move for David Llewellyn. Normally, the line that everybody seems to be running right now, right down around the bottom towards the apron, we've nicknamed the Llewellyn line because David seems to run that better than anyone else in the league. Currently, he is side by side with Paskowicz. Got a little bit of help from Ray Zerkit. Has the clear, doesn't drop down yet, doesn't want to hang Ray out to dry, it looks like. Paskowicz battling back on the low side. It's a whole speed over distance thing, and Llewellyn's making it work. You know, there are some tracks where, you know, that high side is the preferred line, but Daytona is not usually one of them. As Paskowicz jumps up to go with Llewellyn, seeing if he can get that high side to work. Drops down in front of, I believe that's Graf. And being told that the 17 is receiving a black flag for checking up the restart. So who is the 17? I don't see a 17, but why do I not see a 17? Dylan Lucas, currently sitting 24th. As they are side by side, 2 deep, 3 deep now. And Llewellyn making the high side work, side drafting his ass off on that high side, trying to get something going. Almost contact with him and Osmer to come through the trial. Well, Paskowicz going wide to stay off of everybody. David Llewellyn once told me, if you play follow the leader, the only thing you're going to see is the same horse's ass in front of you. It's a southern thing. I don't think it translates well into a northern accent. But anyways, Eldred still showing the way. Osmer sitting right behind him. We have not seen the money stop yet. And we're getting ready to. 14 and 15 laps for your first and second place. Sorry, 15 and 16 laps for first and second place. Everybody else 8 or less. So we might see those 2 leaders peel off before everyone else. The question is, who's going with them? And there's a whole gaggle of hungry cars behind them. As we are now 20 to go, this time across the stripe. Who says you can't run Indy cars on a plate track? Paskowicz gets the blinkies coming through the tri-oval. Looks like he's settled down a little bit now. Slots in the third. Osmer and Llewellyn may have made contact going through the 1-2 complex. Those cars looked a little bit out of control, but everybody collects it back up. Llewellyn's still working the high side. He's got the world's fastest hippie right now trying to help him. Whitaker getting up there. Paskowicz catches the apron going into 3. Everybody gives him rooms. Everybody stays off everybody else. Here we go. Business is definitely picking up. 19 laps to go. Eldred continuing to show the way. Osmer dropping back a little bit. Osmer may have caught the apron. That's Llewellyn up into second. Osmer struggling to maintain speed. Looks like he may have a little bit of a run now back on the inside. Llewellyn goes to the high side of Eldred. That's for your lead going into 3. Llewellyn's going to need a ton of help to get by him. Eldred going pit side. Whitaker can't get down quick enough. Eldred by himself. Oh, this could get ugly. Osmer has to be in fuel saving mode right now. Currently sits second. Llewellyn showing the way. Osmer's got to be close to bingo on fuel. Zerkit making a move on the high side right now. That's Zerkit in the blue and yellow car. Everybody stays out again. 17 to go. .231 miles an hour hauling off into turn number 1. I'm thinking they're trying to hang Ronnie Osmer as far out to dry as they possibly can before taking it pit side. I'm sorry, Cody Eldred is who they're trying to hang out to dry. That's Osmer sitting right now second place behind Llewellyn. Osmer's got to be sweating bullets. How much more does he have in the tank? And there goes Paskowicz. Spinning. Okay. Let's back that up and take a look and see what happened. Looks like there may have been some help. It looks like Bob Lacavara. No, that's Terry Adams. No, that was Bob Lacavara. Just hooked him. Just flat ran him over. Not sure what was going on there, but Osmer has gone pit side. Llewellyn, Zerkit, Lacavara, Truex, and Graf have all stayed out. And Llewellyn comes pit side. Lacavara locks him up. I'm sorry. That was Isaiah Dupree, it looked like, locking him up. Zerkit now showing the way. Bob Lacavara sits in second. Truex in third. And there's Truex coming pit side. We are 13 to go. Graf has already made his money stop. Creighton Carter already made his money stop. David Llewellyn, back up to speed, already made his money stop. Graham in the pits. Forrest Sparks in the pits. And it looks like Lacavara and Zerkit both coming in now. Getting them woed down. Now comes the fun part. Truex in the middle of the backstretch by himself. No help there. Zerkit rolling. Zerkit doing everything. Oh! Zerkit caught the yellow line. Let's see what race control does about that. There's Truex right behind him. Truex on the high side. That is what 10 miles an hour looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Truex was up to speed. Zerkit was not. We are 12 to go. We will be 11 to go right now. Truex and Zerkit with over a second lead to Tyler Graff. You see Graff with that second group right there. It's Graff, Carter, and Plaza. Ronnie Osmer over a second back off of Plaza. Two guys with not a lot of seat time in this league currently showing the way. Truex leads. Zerkit sits in second. And they are gapping Graff and company. This is your battle for the lead as we are 9 to go right now. Tyler Graff is starting to reel these guys in. Graff, Carter, Plaza, all starting to work together in that second group. You see them in shot just at the tail end there. From 1.3 now down to 1.0. Truex showing the way. Ray Zerkit sitting in second. 8 to go. Graff, Carter, and Plaza now have the lead down to under 1 second. Catching them is one thing, getting by them is a completely different one. Seven to go. Truex, calm, cool, and collected, still showing the way. Graff and company in third. Now down to 7.75 seconds. 3/4 of a second. I are a math major. Trust me. Truex leads. Zerkit in second. Tyler Graff and company trying to reel them in. Graff got the help of his teammate Creighton Carter right now. Six to go. It'll be 5 this time across the stripe. Katie, bar the door because it's about to get fun. Graff and company, 6.65 seconds. Five to go. Brad Truex still showing the way. Ray Zerkit sitting in second. Tyler Graff Currently sitting third, .6 flat back. Again, catching them is one thing, getting by them is a completely different one. Is Graf going to have enough time? You see him in shot more and more every frame we go to. And business has just picked up. They caught the draft, and here we go. Graf and company to the high side, and the yellow comes out. That might be the race. And Isaiah Dupree pointing the wrong way on a one-way street. Let's see what happened here. Cody Eldred just gets... Wow! Brendan Graham just turned Cody Eldred. Let's watch that again. Just may have possibly been netcode. Let's go to a chase cam and see if we can tell what happened there. Here's Cody Eldred. That looked like a bounding box issue. Let's watch that at half speed. Watch Graham's car there. Looked like no actual contact, just bounding box. And Isaiah Dupree at the wrong place at the right time and just gets annihilated. And the second hit there. Good grief. I'm being told we have a helmet cam on Isaiah, so let's see what Isaiah saw. You see Brendan Graham there. It's Isaiah right behind him. And Isaiah, take a tear off, will you? And just whoop, boop, snap, clunk. How nobody else hit him, I'll never know. But good driving for everybody that was behind that. So, working lap 99 currently. I dare say that's going to be the race. And let's see if we can find Mr. Truax. I do not see him. Does not appear to be in here. So, working lap 99, white flag's going to come out this time. Brad Truax going to bring it home with the victory. Joe Morganti going to get the Hard Charger Award, it looks like. We're going to have to confirm that if Morganti actually took time. I don't think he did. I think Truex was the last one to actually take time. So if that's the case, the Hard Charger would go to Truex. Because you have to actually take a lap in qualifying to get the Hard Charger Award. So, White flag is out. Final lap. I don't see Mr. Truax in TeamSpeak at all. So what we're going to do is
Channel switched.
we are going to grab the cordless mic and wander next door into the race control booth. Sam, what a finish we just saw.
I know. Brad Truax picking up his first ever win. How about that?
I'm happy for the man. Not run with the league a lot. On and off last season, ran with us, but able to hold off a hard charging Ray Zirkett and even harder charging Tyler Graff. That caution came out, I think, just in time for him, as Graff definitely had that high side working.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, my head's a bit fuzzy right now because I've had to deal out a lot of punishments in this race, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it's been a very interesting race. A lot of cautions. A lot of people being naughty tonight. I will say that.
To be a fly on the wall in the post-race drivers meeting. But congratulations to Brad Truax coming home with the victory, his first victory in the ISL. Brought to you by RobertsTechJobs.com, your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. Tyler Graff, defending IRO 5 Series champion, coming home in second place. Ray Zirkett rounding out the podium. Ray is always strong at the plate tracks, as we have found out in the past. Creighton Carter and the rookie Carlos Plaza rounding out your top 5.
Yeah, coming back from an early black flag, Carlos Plaza getting that top 5, not bad for him. Considering we haven't got Ray or Brad in the TeamSpeak, I think we've only got one interview, and that'll be with Tyler.
You are correct, sir. Let me grab him, and I will bring him down. And wrong Tyler. I gotta give those guys nicknames. Holy crap.
User was moved to your channel.
So being as he's the only one in TeamSpeak, joining us right now, first runner-up, Tyler Graff, your defending IRO 5 Series champion, as we're watching the race winner, Brad Truax, burn him down on the front straightaway. Tyler, you had to be, just cursing and using words and phrases that would make a sailor blush when that caution came out.
To be honest, not really. I thought initially that I had it. And then that I saw that he had obviously nosed ahead, and with how up and down the night was, and with how terrible Tuesday night went with getting damage and going 2 laps down, I'll take a second.
Well, you'll take a second, but I mean, you, Isaiah, and Carlos came from a second and a half back to catching those guys, and you almost had it.
Yeah, we were working like crazy there. The Creighton and NLR, he's one of the best teammates out there that you could have. So he'll push you, and then sometimes other things happen once we're at the start-finish line. But
hey now,
for all week, I think NLR has been the top team as far as finishing going. So. I'm ecstatic about that, and like I said, I'm happy to finish second after that horrible race last Tuesday, for myself at least.
Well, correct you would be. Team NLR collecting maximum team points as far as all teams tonight. I believe Brad Truax is rolling solo, so just the points for the driver tonight. Let's go and take a look at the stats. We had 7 cautions for 27 laps, 18 lead changes. For what it's worth, Tyler, I am looking through the stats right now. You did clinch most laps led, so congratulations on that.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, that's another positive. Like I said, I'm just pumped that today didn't go as bad as Tuesday. I wish it would have ended in victory lane like the opener did last season for the DW12s, but a top 3 with the field that close together, the competition that high, you can't hang your head about that at all.
Yeah, I'm looking back at the lap where the caution came out. At the time of the caution, from first to fourth, there were 10 1,000ths of a second.
Wow.
From the nose of the first car to the nose of the fourth place car, which was Creighton Carter at this point. Again, I would like to congratulate you on most laps led, and I was right with what I said earlier. Brad Truax did get the Hard Charger Award because the rule is you have to actually attempt to qualify in order to get that award. Now, there were some guys that started behind him. Carlos Plaza not taking time in qualifying. Joe Morganti not taking time in qualifying. Forrest Sparks. So that's going to hand from 16th to 1st for Brad. And clean race. You unfortunately had a 4. Ray had a clean race. Forrest Sparks had a clean race. Danny Lawson. And Mike Whitaker, the last car with a 0X.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got checked up on one of those cautions and really had nowhere to go. But the leading the most laps at least cancels that out. So
most laps led. Your team received a 2nd and a 4th place pointing in the team points. That's the highest overall of. It looks like of every team out there, because Brad's not running with a team and Ray's not running with a team. So, congratulations on that one. And hey, it's a decent start to the season. 2nd place ain't that bad when you're just trying to survive most of the time at a plate track.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was thinking halfway through this race, I'm glad there's no plate tracks in the chase. That was one of the things that was a big bone of contention when we were trying to figure out the schedule for the season. Do we want Alex was pushing. We want Talladega. No, we don't. Talladega was I was lucky enough to win it in the IR05, but in the 12, it was just my demise. I think I was maybe being a little bit too conservative. I lifted and the stuck up so quick that anything happens, that everyone's up your ass right away.
Right, and there were a couple of people, Sam, who wanted to add a road course to the chase as well. So, yeah,
I didn't.
Oh no, you were the one that you were on my side on that one. That it was not only no, but hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm obviously for that because I'm a road racer, but you got to do what the majority of the league knows, and that's the ovals, and that's what the league is more focused around. So it makes sense to have that road course early in the season. That way, if you have a crappy result,
right,
build back up some hoopla and go for it.
And while I'm thinking of it, is there any chance I can get you to redo that graphic you did for me with the season schedule on it, and instead of having it be red and alpha, if you could have it red and white, that would be great, because you can't read the alpha at night.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm dealing with after race protests and stuff.
Understandable, sir. Understandable.
There were a few guys that were a little fired up. I had to leave my chat for a while.
Yeah, there was. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of clustering and a lot of fornicating going on right now in the post-race drivers meeting.
Yeah,
so,
there's a couple drivers that had a couple run-ins tonight.
Yeah, we watched on replay David Llewellyn get run over by his teammate, and then Kevin Paskowitz get run over by Bob Lacavara.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw those two.
And there were others that, there was a lot of moves that when you watch the replay or the replay of the stream, you're going to go, how the hell was he? What was he thinking there? So, but anyways,
it's the first race of the year too.
Yes.
Some people, I know I for sure actually took the off season, and I didn't really do any iRacing other than painting cars for that month and a half. So
true
some
story.
People are still shaking off the cobwebs.
Yeah, and you painted a lot of cars.
Yes.
I'm painting cars for I think 3 teams and 1 outside ISL right now. So I say yes too much. That's
why we say, for all your in-sim graphical needs, go to Motorsports Graphic Designs. But Now, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, but we are at Vegas Tuesday.
Yeah, but we're not in Vegas next Sunday. The next Vegas race in the DW12s is in 3 weeks' time.
Right, because we're taking Labor Day weekend off for the States, and then we're taking Week 13 off because of all the shenaniganry that goes on during Week 13 with the iRacing servers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will see you folks Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday, for the IRO5 Round 2. And again, thank you, Tyler Graff, defending IRO5 Season 2 champion. Good luck at Vegas on Tuesday, and continuing your defense of your championship.
Thank you, sir.
So on behalf of... go ahead, Sam.
Didn't get off to the best start on Tuesday, but I'm sure you'll pick it up.
Yeah, it'll come back. Daytona is a crapshoot. I was saying in the chats that it's 50-50 on whether you'll have a good race at Daytona. And I ran into the back of someone, the front wing broke, and I just got in the wall, and then I just rode around for the night. So
can I give you a better analogy for getting a good finish at Daytona?
Luck?
No, you have your chances of getting a good finish at Daytona are slim and none, and Slim's already got his coat on.
Yeah, you could put that there too.
So, comic relief aside, this has been a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League. For more information on how you can join the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League, go ahead and drop a comment below, leaving your iRacing screen name, and we will pass it along to the admins and get you added to the Pro Mazda Icebreaker Series, which anybody you saw tonight running with a rookie tag, they had to go up through there to get into the league, and it's a good way to get your feet wet to see if this whole open wheel on oval stuff is something you're going to want to do. Definitely a fun league. Definitely good, close competition. You can beat and bang on the Pro Mazdas a little more than you can on these cars. We trimmed the big cars out just a tick more, so you saw a lot of squirreliness going on. But on behalf of Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett in race control, this is Tony Trapasso saying we will see you Tuesday night live from the Vegas Motor Speedway, Las Vegas, Nevada, for the IRO5 Round 2, Season 3.
Bye.